you know, I struggle to come to terms with what is going on here. I am trying to be really generous. I'm trying my best here, but this sort of behavior is just awful. And I'm having a rough time coming up with a justification for it, although an explanation can easily exist. Of course, it's just tribal behavior that's useful. That's why it exists. It brings people together at the expense of other people. And of course, it puts pressure on other individuals in order to foster conformity, which, if you are in a small tribe, is quite necessary, or else basically everyone will die. You gotta be on the same page. But of course, having outgrown tribes, we have possibly not outgrown our nature, at least not all of us. But of course, taking the high road over here, the high ground, taking the high road over here, I can't help but wonder whether that's not too easy and too convenient. And if you're in this sort of situation, isn't it just that if you had enough people out there to support you, do the exact same thing because you'll possibly know better than them? And the only reason you don't is because you can't. Which, I guess applies in all sorts of circumstances. But then again, well, there you go. Here you have Maxine with magical powers. She could hypothetically use them to petty ends to make people's lives miserable. But she didn't, partially because of my choices. For instance, she could have, gotten back at Victoria for things. But she really didn't, to the extent that she could, with that whole paint incident. So, I guess if you struggle enough, you can be a decent person. That's it. What? No. You're gonna take the fire extinguisher and break in. I know, but you have to rewind once you get in here, okay? You obviously can't just leave that. Come on, Max, rewind.
Now I need to find Nathan's phone, or anything with clues.
You can't just leave the door handle broken. What? Joyce? Max, now that David is not here, I need Chloe to step up and stop acting out so much. This is... Yes, that's such a good point. Okay, your reason for acting out so far was that you have such a horrible, abusive stepfather. Well, guess what? He's gone now. Chloe, will that change your behavior to any extent? Or are you going to be your old, petulant self, except now you won't have a neat little handy excuse? Okay, but that won't happen if you and her are getting mixed up in illegal crap like breaking into Blackwell at night. Logos, my witness, and so are you. I was against that idea. I was against the idea of breaking into the pool. We could have possibly gotten away with breaking into the principal's office, I guess. But hey. We kind of had to an extent. We had to do certain things, but we went too far. And I was personally against that. I was, but Maxine wasn't. That's not on me. Happened Blackwell at night. I know it happened, so don't bother to defend or explain. I hoped you would get her back on the right track, but it looks like she's getting stuck again. You could be such a good influence on her unless you both want to play bad, but she can't keep blaming David now. I'm sorry, Joyce. Even I get into shenanigans, but I'm trying to be a good influence on Chloe. I know, Max. I forget you're still teenage adults. Listen, Joyce. We can explain this to you in simple terms further down the line. But we're trying. Okay. A diploma.
That's so cute and ironic. I can't believe Nathan still has it around.
The best son in the world. This diploma certifies that Nathan Prescott is officially the best son in the world. Oh. A positive memory. as I have mentioned, Nathan Prescott doesn't have to be all bad, but that doesn't mean he's not bad.
I really hope they were all consenting models.
Yeah, but haven't they promised that we will not go through this? That people are not black and white? Yeah, so let's not go through this again.
That is so Chloe.
Hey, asshole, we need to talk. I am going to tell everybody what you did, and you're going to pay, motherfucker. Yeah, and then you got shot, so, you have to be mindful that if you are going to throw your weight, you might not have enough weight. And that is the sort of thing that tends to apply all the time. If you are going to try to resolve a situation with force, and it's going to be, oh my goodness, hold on, fight to the death. Which philosopher is that? Schopenhauer. If it's going to be like a Schopenhauer's fight to the death, then you may just lose, because then, hey, it's a contest of strength in a way. And in that context, no holds are barred.
Oh my god. Chloe. Oh, Chloe.
Oh, Chloe, indeed. Sometimes you just lose. But obviously I understand. I mean, we'd like to leave no trace of you having opened that.
Whale songs? Maybe this is the only soothing thing Nathan ever hears.
Yeah, it does sound like he's a tortured soul. It really does. Huh.
That must be the lamp Chloe broke when Nathan drugged her.
What this? Yeah. Oh, yeah, so, okay. So he brought her over here? That makes perfect sense.
I don't think one book can guide the Prescotts.
A teen parent guide to anger management.
Damn, Nathan. That's a nice shot. If only all your energy went into photography.
Yes, we know.
So damn creepy, but the guy has his own style.
Yes, he does. There's just a lot of darkness within him. That's the problem. But
That looks like a totally fun show. Even Nathan has a light side.
look, I understand that I have...
He has everything in here except peace of mind.
Correct. Oh my goodness, so many bondage pics. I wouldn't be repeatedly going over this, but this is literally what we are going over in this particular room, isn't it? We are essentially...
Oh man, that dickhead stole one of my selfies.
But why? That's interesting. Why would he do that? Is it malevolent, or is it possibly not? I mean, we are getting the good with the bad. This is what we are learning right now. So, as I have already mentioned, this...
Nathan likes his tortured subjects way too much.
Yeah. There are certain qualities, but they're not sufficiently redeeming. He's a sicko in the end.
These films all have a dark pattern.
Oh. Okay. I see.
Holy shit. That's the gun Nathan used on Chloe. A gift from...
No. David Madsen? I mean, David Madsen is presumably dead by now, having committed suicide, but beyond that... We are learning some new things. Sorry, there's basically nothing new I can tell you. I have already elaborated upon all these things way ahead of time. So I've mentioned basically everything about people in general and about Nathan Prescott. Yeah, tortured soul, anger issues, sociopath, medication, not necessarily entirely evil, really struggling and fighting his inner demons. That's all we see over here, deeply confirmed. Also, following his deep, dark dreams and fantasies, he has been enjoying plenty of...
This room is like Nathan's mind.
Yes. He's been enjoying plenty of fiction, which was also dysfunctional, but...
Remember, you're on enemy turf now, Max.
I know. Plenty of people could draw the conclusion that he was made this way because of this stuff, but I'm pretty convinced that it's the other way around, of course.
I'd cry too if I had him for a father and had to wear that suit.
Oh, come on. Best sources of info last. Computer last. Prescription pills, look.
I don't think this prescription has helped, Nathan.
I don't think it has helped, but I think it might have helped had he not mixed it with alcohol.
I thought Victoria had the photo bling, but once again, the Prescott's rule. That monochrome camera is brand new and cost about $6,000. Bastard.
Chloe, there's no reason to resent him because he's rich. That's not what makes him a bad person. Rich people aren't inherently bad. And bad people aren't inherently rich. And of course, you'd be leaps and bounds ahead of quite a few mindsets and people if you were just capable of assimilating those two facts, which seem quite self-evident on the surface.
Let's see what Nathan hides in here. Nathan is way into this party. Bad sign.
Nathan to Victoria. Hey, gorgeous, let me know what you're wearing to the Vortex this week so I can wear something just as stylish and expensive. I'm psyched about going, and I'm picking up some serious party favors. He means drugs, doesn't he? I even told my dad to keep the pigs away from Blackwell so we can get wrecked without hassle. Are we about to call the cops? Because we could call the cops on this party. We could dismantle this party. You know, with just the fact that we know there will be drugs there, so they could have a neat little drug bust, and that is a way to get at Prescott. But the drugs, the cops are on the take. We know this. Ugh. But even though his parents are willing to be very lenient in a variety of ways, as long as they want what's best for their son, they are also going to be pretty upset with the things he does. So, you know, actually contacting his parents might be the best way to go. And pointing out, hey, I know your son's got issues, but, you know, if he could just stay off of drugs, that might be for the best. You know, they're really messing up his system. He's already got prescription medicine to take. He shouldn't mix it with drugs or alcohol. If we're going to have the end of the world theme, then let's do it fucking on point, right?
Bastard. Now I remember why I hate you. And why Kate will get justice.
What? Was he... I mean, did he film this? That is a good question. That's a good question indeed. But yeah, he was watching it apparently.
Oh man. Sean Prescott might be Nathan's real problem.
Sean Prescott. Nate, I know this has been a stressful week and your mother and I are here to talk if need be. Just make an appointment anytime. Just make an appointment with your parents, okay. Your mother wants Dr. Bill to come out after his book tour, but for now, let's stick to your prescriptions. I need you calm and quiet while Panastate is being developed. I know being a Prescott is a burden, and I'll guide you into this room step by step, as did my father. It was hard for me when my dad opened my eyes to our destiny, but you'll thank me someday. Don't worry about Blackwell. This shithole town is going to need an enema along with a fresh brand. I want you to be ready to take over when the moment is right. Don't fuck it up, son. Your father. And he... Look, the guy's got a point. He's trying to do what he is there to do, okay? Business development within this tiny little town. And there's his wayward son causing trouble completely unnecessarily, even though he's got basically everything handed to him. Is it that difficult, Nathan, to just, stay away from trouble and possibly, just be responsible and smart? Is this really beyond you,
Too bad
all of
Nathan
this?
isn't more like his sister. She sounds awesome. And far away.
To the man from Brazil, little brother. It's been too long since I've heard from you, so please let me know what's going on in your exciting scholastic life at Blackwell. I bragged to all my coworkers in the Peace Corps that my talented bro Nate got a full scholarship to one of the best art schools in the world. Even though I can't always check my mail phone, please send me new photos of campus so I can live vicariously through your lens. I miss you and your pictures. And yes, mother told me you've been in trouble and father has been on your ass, but you have to either ignore him or stand up to him. You know I love Dad, Nate, but I'm also in the jungle halfway across the world because of him. He's a bully who inherited power, not wisdom. And the only way to win against one is to fight back. Don't let him change you into one just for the family legacy. End of lecture. You're at school, so I just wanted to make you feel at home. Back to the mangrove. Ironic. A woman in a mangrove. Sending out good thoughts. Better write back or I'll have a jaguar shipped to your dorm. XOXOXO Chris. There's a lady, inherited plenty of wealth, and has decided to do something with her life. I don't think that makes Nathan more pleased, because that just puts more pressure on him psychologically. And he's been under enough pressure as it is. I don't know, what does Nathan Prescott need? Love, understanding, therapy?
Yes, Nathan sure needs diet pills. This is strong stuff.
Extreme diet suppressant available online without prescription. What? Why? Actually, as a...
Wow. Kiss ass much, Principal Wells.
Nathan, I'd like to apologize for the recent accusation. Your name and record speaks for itself. Sometimes students will use that to make their own name at Blackwell. I know your father was upset. While I have assured him that you would never bring a weapon to school, I don't want you distracted from school. I'm certain this matter will be settled by the end of the week. If you have any questions, you know I'm always available to talk. I mean, he did have a gun. I checked the footage. It was his gun. He did have a gun. It was not Chloe's gun. Different gun entirely. Are we done here?
I'd cry too if I had him for a father and had to wear that suit.
We must investigate Nathan's room. I think we did. What else would be there to find? DVDs, the posters. I'm really tempted to state that we are done here. There's basically nothing else here.
Damn, Nathan. That's a nice shot. If only all your energy went into photography. Welcome to the boys' dorm.
Okay, fine. Let's leave and talk to Chloe.
Cool. Now it's opened.
I must investigate Nathan's room. Well, it might be wrong. I don't know. Let's go to Chloe and see if I'm done. Maybe I was supposed to find something else over there, but what? Hey.
Max, what are you doing? Hurry up!
I'm not done? What on earth? Ah, yes, you can look at the projector,
Yes,
of course.
I would be cool with having this high-tech projector.
I bet you would. Let's open this up again.
That is so Chloe. Oh my god. Chloe. Chloe.
Oh, Chloe, indeed.
I don't think one book can guide the Prescotts.
We've looked at the lens, the camera, the prescription pills, the photo over here. We have used the computer, there's the gun, the poster.
Nathan likes his tortured subjects way too much.
We had a gander at this. What else is there? Oh, this.
Nathan Prescott. All-American teen.
Okay, so... that really doesn't tell us much of anything. Other than he's old school. Seriously, why would you have a magazine?
That must be the lamp Chloe broke when Nathan drugged her.
Scratch marks! Okay! Rewind! Finally, okay. What? You have to... What? Oh my goodness, the projector has to be at just the right time so that there can be enough light for Maxine to notice the scratch marks over here next to the sofa. That's why I couldn't get at anything, because I keep compulsively rewinding. Okay, get to all whiteness. And I will investigate the marks. What is... will there be... possibly Chloe's DNA over there as evidence? What does that tell us? We've been through basically...
I can rewind if he shows up, but... I can't count on it.
I'm sorry, Maxine, but I basically can't do anything over here.
Welcome to the boys' dorm.
Until... we get to something a bit lighter. And Nathan likes his pictures dark, so we have to wait a decent bit for that to happen. But it'll happen eventually, and we'll be able to investigate the scratch marks. Don't you worry about that. Let there be light. Come on. Do you have to look at the computer before you can see the scratch marks? Oh, come on! Fine! Have it your way. I guess we have to leave a trace.
Nathan is way too... Wow. Kiss ass much, Principal Wells.
Oh right, you're displaying what was there over here.
He has everything in here, except peace of mind.
Got it, yes, you leave the projector on what was on the screen, on the computer screen, then you examine the scratch marks. Okay, got it.
What the hell are all those marks on the floor?
No clue. What, should we ask him? Oh, I don't like where this is going. Let's head on back. We haven't looked at the computer. Move the couch.
Let's find out what you're hiding.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. What, are we gonna find Rachel Amber? Presumably not.
Oh yes, little phone. You are mine now. Now I have Nathan's phone, so I can show it to Chloe. Well, before Nathan comes back.
Okay. We've gotta hurry. Gotta scoot. Oh boy, this is not gonna end well. Is it? I don't know. Well, let's see how it ends. Let's see how it ends. Hey, Chloe, we need to leave. Let's just steal this. No, let's not steal his phone.
Damn, Max, you're finally back. I got worried. So, what did you find?
The phone.
His room was clean and creepy. Check this out.
Boom, Nathan. We got you by the balls, fucker.
What are you doing in my dorm?
Do we rewind?
You're such a nosy bitch, Max.
Stop right there, Nathan.
Make me, ho. Max, I got this.
Warren, you're
Get
gonna...
the fuck out of my face.
Don't you die for me. Dude!
You are so fucking dead!
No, hell no! You're a goddamn ninja! Stay out of it or stop Warren. You know, I would argue that the only thing worse than kicking a guy is stopping. I mean, it's kicking a guy first and then stopping too soon. If I try to break this up, he will still have, I mean, Nathan will still have the experience of getting kicked and not being kicked into submission. Now, granted, if I don't stay out of it, Warren might get himself hurt. But, oh dear, I don't know. Look, here's the thing. I understand that we shouldn't inflict more violence upon Nathan over here than is absolutely necessary, and I applaud Warren for what he has done, but... You know, in this scenario, if I were to desperately try to restrain Warren at this particular point, I'd be basically insane. He just saved my life. He just saved all of our lives with this damn gun. No, the Warren thing is a distraction. Go for the gun. Take his gun away from him. I'm not saying shoot Nathan in these circumstances, but my goodness, don't let him get his hands on the gun. All bad things will happen to you. It's probably not what I'm supposed to do. But once again, if I don't pick this, I'm going to regret this. No, imagine trying to stop war. No, don't inflict violence on Nathan Prescott. Stay out of it. Get the gun. Get the gun.
You like to hurt people, huh? Like Max? Like Kate? Like me? Huh? Feel this, motherfucker?
I mean, he might get himself in trouble for doing this, but...
Get off me!
Sorry, rich kid.
Please stop!
Oh, please stop. You got beaten by a nerd, buddy.
He's down. Hey, come on.
Stop. Sorry.
Well,
Yes, we have to go.
take the gun, yes.
Who's the bitch now? Chloe.
You didn't have to do that. I think it's actually more of an effect if you don't rub it in.
Damn, Warren went full alpha on Nathan. And it was good. But scary.
They give me the opportunity to rewind over here. If I don't rewind, Warren's gonna get himself expelled, isn't he? It's just not worth it. What if I just said they gave me an opportunity to rewind over here? So if I choose to stop Warren, for all that I know, I'll get another opportunity to rewind should things not play out to my advantage and to my taste. My mind is blown that Warren had it in him. I honestly did not expect that, but hey. I also ultimately, when I chose not to stop Warren, I didn't mean that I wanted Nathan to keep on getting wailed on unnecessarily. Well, yeah, I kind of did. Yeah, but not so that he would get further hurt, but so that he, you know, wouldn't reach for the gun, try to, I don't know, strangle us, whatever. I just wanted everyone to come out safe out of this situation. Oh dear, if I restrain Warren and not let him have his violent moment of glory, and Nathan does something horrible to us, I'll have a rough time forgiving myself. In fact, I'll presumably reload a save point if I get the opportunity to, or if I don't, I don't know, will I replay the entire chapter? I'm going to be kicking myself for the rest of the playthrough if that actually happens, but I feel like that ultimately may be the right thing to do. If for the selfish reason of not wanting Warren, well, to have this experience on one hand, and on the other, to, you know, to get himself in trouble, as they say. Stop him! Don't!
Warren, stop it! Come on.
He's had enough.
Oh, my head. Why are y'all looking at me like that, huh?
Gun!
You, and you're all dead!
You didn't take his
go.
gun!
Plus, my dad is on his way. You're all fucked. He owns you.
Even if Nathan definitely deserved a beating, we should try to be better than that.
No, Maxine is desperately trying to tell me, hey, this is the way to go. We should... But he retains the gun, and he's going to be at the party. If you beat him senseless and take away his gun, he's not going to be a threat this same evening. If Chloe doesn't take his gun, he might be more than a menace. He might be a horrifying threat. Yes, and if we do take his gun, well then guess what? The accusation of him waving his gun around will have been made null and void, won't it? Because he will no longer have the gun. So if we want him busted, that's the way to go. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think this is literally worse for him. Because, first of all, he got expelled, so he shouldn't be here as far as I understand it. Second of all, he's got a gun and he has issued a number of threats. And we can retain clean hands with this course of action. And Warren still remains a hero. I don't know. This seems like a questionable decision because we are leaving quite a few cards in his hands. I can't quite tell. Because... pure speculation, as it tends to be with me, but what if beating him senseless would leave him with a degree of remorse? Because, you know, so far he's just tried to exert his influence over others. He tried to use force to resolve all sorts of conflicts. And in that particular case, he'd be shown what ultimately is the case. Namely that if you keep on doing that, people can possibly just gang up on you, and they might just turn out to be stronger than you. They could hypothetically kill you. Which is an important lesson. Not particularly welcome, perhaps, but an important one nonetheless. It could, of course, leave him bitter and resentful of all of us, but... and here's the important part. As long as he's got some semblance of a conscience, he will look at the situation and will notice that his actions, well, ultimately, yeah, the fact that he, you know, tried to shoot Warren, etc., that what he did was wrong, and therefore the beating he got didn't come out of the blue. It's not like he got abused for no reason whatsoever. And as long as he conceptualizes that as punishment and not abuse, he may possibly figure, you know what? Fair enough. Or, even if that's not the case, he may look at the situation and figure, you know what? I live by these rules. I live by the law of the jungle. The strongest has the right to prevail, and this guy was stronger, so he had the right to prevail, fair enough. The only circumstance under which this makes matters worse is if he was to think that he's the victim in all of this. He has been wronged, which to an extent he has. We have just stolen his phone and such. And if he learns nothing from this and just figures, oh no, I just got violence heaped upon me for no discernible reason, because I'm perfectly innocent, and this shouldn't have happened to me. I still think not inflicting further unnecessary violence upon Nathan is the way to go. Though taking away his gun would have been also nice, but we'll see how this plays out. I think I'm going with this outcome for now. I think I'm rolling with this. I think I'm keeping this. All right, I thought about this for a bit, and I've come to certain conclusions that may be particularly controversial, but I don't care. I might as well explicate them to the best of my abilities, of course. I have gone over this once. It's a damn shame I didn't record that, but let me try to retrace my steps and make the exact same point that I have just made to myself, except this time live. What I was about to say was that what Warren did though was quite impressive, and I don't think anyone is going to question that. It's not just a matter of him risking his health, his his beauty. He also risked his life quite explicitly. The guy had a gun. The guy pointed a gun at him, and it was only Warren's sharp reflexes that didn't force me to turn back time, which he can't possibly know, really, that I can do. So he, well, not necessarily through a choice of his own, but presumably he was even aware of the fact that he risked his life so far twice in order to protect this girl. And, oh, right, of course, the first thing that sprung to my mind was that, hold on, Nathan Prescott is not some sort of a jock, and not Nathan Prescott is not some sort of a jock. Nathan Prescott is the rich kid, but that doesn't suddenly endow him with the body of an Adonis and the strength of 10 men. He's the rich kid. He's not a jock. That is why it's perfectly sensible for Warren to be able to beat him. Because it's not like Nathan is stronger. He keeps throwing his weight around, but his weight is not physical weight. It's just the weight of, the influence of his family. Not necessarily his, and he throws the weight of particularly his willingness to engage in violence proactively. Which is a bit of a threat and a bit of a menace, but that's a bit concern. So there's that, yeah. Nathan Prescott is somewhat of a threat, but he can be overcome. It's not completely unrealistic for Warren to jump in. But my goodness, did he jump in at the first opportunity. He basically appeared out of nowhere and somewhat saved our lives. What would we have done in this situation? So there's that. But it gets further than that. I do believe, and I'm willing to be swayed on this, but I do think it's reasonably compelling. I do believe if that is the sort of thing a guy does for you, as much as it may seem possibly counterintuitive to some, I do believe if he puts his life down on the line for you twice, it would be fair for the one to say, as they eloquently put it, to put out. Now, hear me out on this one. What I'm not making as a statement over here is that there is some sort of a moral obligation. I don't believe that is the case. I do believe people are ultimately entitled to a degree of control over their bodies, which I guess is the same reason I participated in Chloe's euthanasia over there. But bodily autonomy aside, and ultimately one's right to decide on the other side, I might be on the same side. Ultimately, what I am trying to say is that it would be, one might even say, a matter of politeness or common courtesy, which arguably sounds even worse. But I guess it is a solid distinction, because I'm not saying ethical obligation. I'm not saying that you're bad for not doing it, but it would make sense and it would be the decent thing to do. And I guess nature has its way of working this out by itself, because if you're in a stressful situation, you just naturally bond. Even though it may make no sense whatsoever, it's just kind of how we are structured, because it tends to work out. And there was this nice little experiment where they had a guy walk over a creaky bridge, so he got kind of scared, and then had him talk to the girl. And then they had a guy who was not walking over a scary creaking bridge and have him talk to the girl. And turns out, the guys who walked over the scary creaking bridge were more attracted to the girl than the guys who didn't. Which seems to make no sense, but It's just that I guess our brains have to interpret things based on context, and they can't easily differentiate between fear and excitement, fear and arousal. It's arousal of some kind. There's a clash there, but most of the time you can tell based on context. Except, of course, when you can't. Which, by the way, seems to make it a rational thing to go and see horror movies together. Drinking coffee would also make sense because that increases your heart rate. Anyway. So this sort of situation tends to work itself out. They were together in a stressful situation. They might have bonded naturally over that, but... Another thing that convinced me was that I imagined the situation being reversed. And, I mean, come on, if a woman put her life on the line for me twice, I would feel a decent degree of obligation towards her. And if anything, this is action speaking louder than words. Because, you know, you could have all sorts of people declare their love for you, but I don't think there's any stronger way, other than if you're just acting based on general principle, because you want to be the superhero and just want to save people left and right. I don't think there's a purer expression of love than to actually put your damn life on the line for someone. Twice. So there's that. There's one reason to possibly roll with it, because you have someone who not only seems to be in love with you, but has demonstrated that. You know, put his money where his mouth was. Twice. Other than all sorts of other displays of affection. And of course, I can see one extenuating circumstance, of course. If you genuinely have some reason, I don't know what, any reason, sufficiently compelling that you're so repulsed by the person. I don't know, physically, in terms of character or whatever, then fair enough. You're off the hook. Fine. But if you're not, alright? So if you don't have something explicit and major against the person, I'm not saying you're obligated, I'm saying give the person a chance. That is basically what I'm saying. Especially since in this case Maxine doesn't really have a particularly compelling set of alternatives over here. Why not go for Warren? Why not give the guy a chance? Because my goodness, he's trying. And of course, he's demonstrated his affection, loyalty, and all that in various ways. For instance, in that situation with Brooke and the movie Marathon, where he was willing to disappoint her severely because he preferred the company of Maxine. So I guess that also goes to show, but also this, quite a display of bravery and affection, and I salute him for that. You know, I respect that. So there's my little piece on that little subject. If I were to go further into this, I would presumably just start repeating myself. Because that's ultimately the point I want to make. And that's obviously the distinction I want to make. As in, no moral obligation on one hand. And if you have an explicit reason not to, then fine. But if you don't, my goodness, this seems to be the most reasonable circumstance where you should give someone a chance. I would argue, out of a sense of decency. That's the way I'll put it. Even though the most popular sort of thing to say presumably would be that, you know, everyone has a right to bodily autonomy, there is no obligation, yada, yada, yada. I get it.
Max, hurry up and find Nathan's room.
Maxine, we're past that point. We're leaving. And we are committing to this solution. To the less violent one. Okay, we're out. Now what?
That was intense.
Dude.
Warren, thank you so much.
Give the guy a hug or a kiss.
For headbutting Nathan Prescott. That was awesome.
I don't know. I almost went crazy there. Like Nathan.
Oh.
You're not anything like him.
Good to know. So where are you going? I better stick with you guys.
Please.
Just in case you need me to get my Hulk on again. Or should I call the cops on Nathan?
No police. Not yet.
Oh, come on.
So maybe you better.
Don't kick him out.
Warren, me and Max have to do this on our own.
No!
No offense.
It's cool. Whatever I can do to help.
This
What you
is...
can do is find out anything you can about Nathan's father.
I'm on it. Between the snow and eclipse, I'm assuming the apocalypse is around the corner.
Friday.
Thank you. Seriously. I'll call you later.
You better. I'm feeling pretty alpha now.
Yes, you are.
Why
Man,
not...
that guy is so fucking in love with you.
I know.
He really did give a serious beatdown to Nathan.
It was a little scary to watch him do that.
Now let's make a date with Frank.
Will he even answer you?
Oh, right, sorry, Frank, of course. That's the...
Frank always answers when he wants money.
Frank, Nathan, and David.
Like I said, Frank wants to see me right now.
Let's not keep him waiting.
Okay, you have one gun, but one gun is enough. Please don't shoot Frank. He's a drug dealer and a scumbag, but... we could have let Warren tag along. I mean, come on. But... okay, fair enough. We gave him something else to do. I hope he doesn't get murdered over there. It would have been arguably safer for him to tag along, you know? Because being over the dorm with Nathan...
God, I hate seeing those poor whales like that.
Me too. I just think of their families in the ocean out there looking for them.
Like Rachel Amber, yes, I get that.
Asshole's gonna help us find Rachel.
Or what? You'll actually shoot him? Chloe, do not count on my rewind. Seriously.
Obviously, I'm not counting on you. That's why I have a gun. And I might even save you someday.
About time.
I am so going to hit you.
I will rewind and...
There's no way we could have guessed this is
You
what would
fast.
happen to us when we grew up.
I'm looking forward to the day when we can just go on a road trip to Portland.
Fuck yeah. You, me, and Rachel.
Yes, of course, Rachel.
Absolutely. So let's play this cool, okay? Just talk to Frank so we can get that code for the book from him. That's all.
Got it. No dicking around.
Let's roll.
Code for the book. Is it manually encrypted? But yes, this is the final thing for us to do. We have... What did we get out of Prescott's phone? Nothing? But yes, we've dealt with David's stuff. They didn't give us much. Nathan's stuff didn't give us much. Now let's talk to Frank. Will that accomplish anything? Oh boy. This is gonna end poorly, isn't it?
The forest seemed quiet. No sign of life. Or deer.
Alright, presumably I've missed the log, but that's okay. Footprints, whale, windmill. Can I go back to the
I
car?
don't want to go that way.
Fair enough, Maxine. If you don't want to go, we won't go. I'm glad objects I can interact with get neatly highlighted. This is, much needed in 3D adventure games. What is it? Something about...
There might not be any Pan Estates by Saturday.
What is this red light? Do we have to rewind? Step on a stage, local in the street. The shores of Arcadia Bay are now unfit for fish, birds, even whales. It's time to stop the Pan Estates development that is leading to the destruction of jobs, life, and resources. Join the peaceful protest at the Pan Estate headquarters. Media and families welcome. Noon, Saturday, the 12th of October. That's Saturday. That's not gonna happen. Is it?
This is where my nightmare started.
Hiking trail to the lighthouse. Yes, I know the lighthouse in the distance. I mean, don't... We're nowhere near that, are we?
I may not know quantum speak, but there has to be an explanation.
What, for dead whales?
No worries, sign.
At least we're not breaking that rule. As much as, you know, we're here with a fabled rule breaker.
Aw, poor little beach ball.
Beach, please. Yes, the window.
Frank doesn't need tinted windows when they're this dirty.
Yeah, guy thinks ahead. He's playing the long game with the dirt. Well. Okay.
It blows my mind that I was just here with Chloe in an alternate reality.
Yeah, I know, Maxine. Let's focus on what's ahead of us.
Actual cops around to bust us.
No swimming! Violators will possibly be imprisoned. Bottles.
Behold, Frank's beer garden.
Footprints, footprints. Where are your footprints?
I don't want to go that way.
It's okay. It's okay. Chloe, actually don't do anything before I scope out the area. What do we have here?
This is where Frank ponders his existence and gets drunk.
I kinda feel for the guy.
Take the trash out sometime, dude.
I think it's safe to say that he's depressed.
Oh, fresh meat. So Pompidou must be okay. Good doggy.
Yeah, you had the opportunity to kill his dog, but thankfully you did not partake. You could have. You absolutely could have, but you did not. More power to you.
No, I don't want to go there.
Well, are the footprints? We need the footprints, but then again, we also need the whales.
Can't see inside with this shit blocking the view.
Okay, I'll talk to Chloe momentarily. I desperately want to find out whether there are some footprints I can possibly... Oh, there's the photo opportunity. Okay, great. Look at this whale.
Those beached whales look so awful, but still so majestic.
Have we missed the footprints? Have I missed the footprints? Yeah, nothing upsets me so much as just having an objective track being kept of all the things I've missed with exactly how meticulous I seem to want to be. Just a surefire sign of failure, despite my sincerest efforts. Really gets me down. Where could I have possibly seen the footprints earlier? What could they possibly be? If ever there was a place for footprints to be found, it would be at the beach, right? Some footprints right here, somewhere? Anywhere? Come on, it seems so reasonable. But then again, I think we've crossed over to the second page, so for all I know, no footprints for me. No footprints for Maxine. Nothing to be found.
I don't want to go that way.
I understand, Maxine. I understand. Not that I approve. But presumably the footprints aren't there either, so there's nowhere. Fine. So as not to forget, anything further down the line, let's have a gander once again. What's the next thing? A windmill. Some sort of clawed sort of a foot. Balls and the skeleton's back at school. Claw, yeah. Alright.
Chloe looks ready to rumble.
Let's do this. How do we want to resolve this? Because she doesn't have the money.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins.
We'll have to rewind. Don't
Should
point,
have come alone.
don't point the
She's
gun
my
at him.
partner.
Yeah, or bodyguard. So let's get to business. Where's my fucking money?
I don't have the money. Yet.
Oh, really? Then why did you text me that you did?
We could
Because I wanted to tell you in person.
Oh, I'm truly touched, Chloe. Now why are you losers really here?
we
I
want to
just
talk
wanna ask
about
you some
Rachel.
questions.
You have some serious lady balls.
That she sure does.
No.
Listen, we kinda need help, okay? We're trying to find Rachel.
Jesus, okay. Okay.
They guilt
But
tripped
I'm
the
not
drug
getting you
dealer.
high.
Okay, fine.
Frank, we're not here to get high.
No. You don't look like the type.
Thanks.
Not like Chloe here. So what do you hardy boys want?
Just the names of some of your clients.
Oh, is that all? Oh, well, why didn't you just tell me? How about I just give you the keys to my RV while I'm at it?
I already took them. You already did.
You already did.
Ah, you fucking mental. I lost my keys, but I changed the lock. You better goddamn not be snooping around here.
No, I'm not.
Ah, Christ, I hate you Blackwell shits. You expect everything for free. You're not getting any handouts from me. I work for a living, you understand?
Yes, Frank. Without those Blackwell shits as customers, you wouldn't have any work at all. Dude, you're a drug dealer.
You snobby whores. Don't come into my home and judge me. That's why I go to church. And you want something from me? How about a blade up the ass, huh?
Calm down, Frank. Let's just talk.
Don't you ever tell me what to do. Get it, bitch? Get it?
Step the fuck back now!
Chloe, don't. No! Shoot the dog!
Papadoo!
Oh no.
You fucking killed my dog!
Shoot him!
Oh my god!
She didn't have a choice. Well, we can rewind. Great. No, let's... Max! Well, you had the gun, Chloe. I don't know what...
No. Chloe.
I can undo this, but how can we...
shot a man and his dog.
Yes, you did. Max! Don't... No!
Killed Frank Bowers.
Yes, you did.
You saved my life, Chloe. It was self-defense for both of us.
Just undo this. There's no need to get dramatic.
Frank is really dead.
We can undo this.
But we can't stop now. We have to find that code. Fast.
That's a good
Before
point.
the cops come.
No, before I have to rewind, you moron. Look, if we find the code, I can rewind, and then you will never need to have shot him in the first place.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Give me that, and I'll rewind.
I'm sorry.
No, just rewind! It doesn't have to end like this. This action will have consequences.
Chloe actually killed Frank. She'll never forgive herself. Or forget this.
Just undo this.
And only I can change it.
As if she didn't know. Chloe should know by now that we can rewind this. She should have requested a rewind immediately afterwards. Let's get out of here.
Chloe looks ready to rumble. Listen, Chloe. I can tell you for a fact that this will not go well.
Max, I should have known you would be kind and rewind. So tell me exactly what I need to do here.
I am not about to tell her to get rid of the gun. If she might just die. Well, that might be the smartest thing to do, though, because yeah, we got in trouble the moment she pointed a gun at Frank, but then he pointed a knife at me. So tell you what, if he just kills me with that knife, it's game over. Look, get rid of the gun is for me a last resort. I'll try all the other options first. I'm almost positive get rid of the gun is the answer, but no. Watch your mouth.
Please watch your mouth. You have no social skills here, and you will piss off Frank immediately.
You kind of love this, don't you? Fine, I'll try being like you for a change. Or how you used to be.
It'll end up the same. She has to ditch the gun. Once, doesn't she? Amazing.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins.
I knew she would abuse
Should
the
have come
gun.
alone.
She's my partner.
Yeah, or bodyguard. So let's get to business. Where's my fucking money?
I don't have the money. Yet.
Oh, really? Then why did you text me that you did?
Because I wanted to tell you in person.
Oh, I'm truly touched, Chloe. Now why are you losers really here?
We just want to ask you some questions.
You have some serious lady balls. No.
Please.
Jesus, okay. okay. But I'm not getting you high.
Close the door, no fight, no weapons.
Frank, your dog is kind of scary. Could you please close the RV door?
You aim your gun at me, but you're scared of my dog? That figures.
But that way she'll just kill Frank without killing the dog. That's not... I mean, that's the first step, I guess. He's a nice dog, but, you know, pretty scary.
Okay, there, you're safe. Now what do you want?
Just the names of some of your clients.
Oh, is that all? Oh, well, why didn't you just tell me? How about I just give you the keys to my RV while I'm at it?
I'm sorry.
Listen, Frank. I'm sorry to be such a nuisance, but this is important.
Yeah, everything's important these days.
That's not very
But I can
confrontational, that's
tell
good.
You're not bullshitting me.
Oh, look!
There's no time for that, Frank. I just need a little bit of information.
Yeah, well, it always starts with just a little. And Chloe here knows all about that, don't you?
Come on, Frank, this isn't about me now.
Yeah, right, okay.
Chloe.
Both of you are giving me a headache. No deal.
Frank, we didn't come here to fight. This is so much bigger than us.
What, you come in peace? After you aimed a fucking gun at me and then pulled the trigger.
The gun had no bullets. You didn't know that at the time. You were prepared to kill him. I was helping Chloe. You scared me. That's the genuine answer, though. Helping Chloe. Invoke Rachel Amber. He cares about Rachel Amber. Chloe cares about Rachel Amber. Maxine cares about Rachel Amber. Why aren't we all on the same page here? That's what we're trying to figure out. If you can navigate me to this, my goodness, Maxine, just explain to Frank that what we're trying to do is find Rachel. We'll all...
To be honest, Frank, you scared me. You held a knife on my friend. I didn't want to pull the trigger.
I could tell by the way you held that pop gun, with both hands like it was a magnum. Or maybe I shouldn't have brought that knife to a gunfight.
See, he's got a point.
I
He
only want to
understands.
shoot with my camera. I swear.
I think he believes her.
Ask Chloe.
Look, Frank, Max doesn't need a gun anyway. So are we cool? Please?
Okay, we're cool for now. But my dog isn't. And if you try any shit, he will bite your head off. He's done it before.
We're only here to talk. I wouldn't mess with your dog.
Shit, you wouldn't have time. You like dogs?
Yes. Wow, this is an important choice. You like dogs? Yes, I like dogs very much. Oh my goodness, we have so much in common. Give a dog a bone. Pompidou is good, yes. Trained to... Yeah. Dog rescue.
Of course I do. I heard you even rescued a bunch of fight dogs. That's amazing.
No, alright, it was just the right thing to do. I couldn't stand to see those poor animals treated like slaves. That's how I came to own Pompidou.
Not everyone in your
That's
situation would do
very
that.
cool, Frank. Your dog is lucky you came along.
Maybe we can focus on rescuing Rachel now?
Rachel? Is that why you're really here?
Yep.
Yes, we're so close to finding her now, Frank. We need all the help we can get now, especially from you.
You and Chloe do not know Rachel like I did, and I couldn't even help her. You're in way over your heads. Why don't you just go play in your clubhouse?
Frank, please. This might be the most crucial choice of all, but I don't think I'll have the granularity to just go back to this choice. I'll have to redo the entire section. He's got the photo, he's got the bracelet, he's got the letter. What are you hiding? That's very confrontational. Oh god, we've never talked about the photo. I've rewound the conversation, haven't I? No, yeah, I've rewound the conversation. That's how I stole the keys. So the only thing she can know is the bracelet.
You have Rachel's bracelet. You obviously know more than you're telling. So tell us.
Never come into my home and tell me what to do. Understand? Man, there is something about you that is so wrong. I don't trust you at all. Now get out of my face.
We don't have much time, Frank. Rachel needs you.
It's too late, she's gone. You don't even know her.
Like you did? I loved her, asshole.
Chloe!
And she loved me. I know that.
Chloe,
Oh,
shut
you
up.
don't know shit. You were part of her problem. Always trying to take her away from me. Always.
Calm down, Frank. Let's just
Don't
talk.
you ever tell me what to do. Get it,
Oh,
bitch?
no,
Get it?
don't!
Back now!
Chloe, don't! Don't! No!
Oh my god!
Oh, damn it.
Gosh! You actually shot me. I wasn't gonna hurt you. Oh, this fucking hurts. Oh, it hurts.
Get the thing off of him.
Chloe! You shot
Yes,
him.
but in the
I know.
leg.
You're both fucking crazy. What do you want?
We just want the code for your account book.
Give
Now.
it to us.
You're fine. Whatever. Just put the goddamn gun down. You already shot me, all right?
Give it to me.
There.
No, don't give it to
Now leave me
Chloe.
alone, all right? Just get out of my life.
Do you want us to call an ambulance or...
No, thanks. You know what? I'll manage somehow without the police.
Oh, right.
Let's bounce.
No, give me the thing and I can rewind. Chloe, you moron. Give me the code. Chloe, you idiot.
This could have gone way worse, but Frank might be more dangerous to Chloe now. Yes, Max, you can change all this if you want.
Look, if only I get my hands on that code, this can all be avoided. We can retrieve the item, retain the information, and at that point we're scot-free. We don't have to talk to Frank. We don't have to pick the right options. It can all be fine. Just don't nab the bit of intel, you moron, because you can't go back in time. I can.
Listen, Chloe, I can tell you for a fact that this will not go well.
Max, I should have known you would be kind and rewind. So tell me exactly what I need to do here.
Get rid of the gun solves the issue. No weapons also solves the issue. All right, no. Watch your mouth, no weapons. But
Please
the
watch
dog
your
is gonna...
mouth. You have no social skills here, and you will piss off Frank immediately.
You kind of love this, don't you? Fine.
This is not the way to go. I should go for both, though. Close the door. No fight. No weapons. Close the door is if I don't say close the dog is going to... well, unless there's no fight to begin with.
Thanks for hearing me out, Frank. Look, we only want to talk, and it's not even about you. We're not here to start a fight.
No, that shit would be over pretty fast. Don't fuck with me, and I won't return the favor. So what do you want?
This did
Just the
nothing.
names of...
This did nothing. I'm sorry is the right response.
Listen,
Yeah, everything's important these days. But I can tell...
there's no...
Yeah.
Come on, Frank, this isn't about me.
Yeah, right.
Frank,
What, you come in peace? After you aimed a fucking...
to be honest, Frank, you scared me. You held a knife on my friend. I didn't want to pull the trigger.
I could tell by the way you held that pop...
Look, Frank,
Okay, we're cool for...
We're only...
Shit. No, alright, it was just...
That's very cool.
maybe we can focus on rescue.
Rachel,
Yes,
you and Chloe do...
Well, I don't like any of these options. What are you hiding? Very confrontational. Fine, let's go for the photo. I don't like any of these options. These reveal that I have had access to stuff I shouldn't have had access to.
Rachel said she gave you one of her favorite
Rachel said,
photos.
good.
That proves how much she cares. And you care. That's why you have to help.
How the hell did you know about that photo? That's my favorite picture of her. I can look at it any time and she'll always be there for me. I can't stand not knowing where she is. Not hearing her voice or her laugh anymore.
We can
We
find
can
her.
change all that. It's up to you.
Help us find her, Frank. Please. We really need your client list.
He's gonna budge. That photo always gets him
Well, if
emotional.
there's a chance in hell, you two dorks can find Rachel. Yeah, I'll take it. My dog isn't barking at you, so I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah, we're good people. He didn't even close the door. I can't believe he did this.
Thank you.
We're gonna find her, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. Seriously.
It's hard to take you characters seriously, but I want to. Good luck.
I can't believe we've managed. But we did! With no conflict! We've done it! We've done it! With no violence! This is incredible! This action will have consequences. Yeah, no kidding. Chloe, we've managed! We're awesome! We're absolutely outstanding! Where's the windmill? Yeah, presumably we'll get to it soon enough. This is so cool! And of course it only took a couple of rewinds until I got to the right options. Left mouse button to leave the beach. Indeed. With some effort, we've acquired the final pieces of the puzzle. All that remains is to put them together and once and for all solve all the mysteries. To watch me take a stab at that with characteristic patience, compassion, and determination, watch the next part of my Life is Strange playthrough. Thanks for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.